Hey, good morning guys, it's Doug. Wanted to come at you with this video. Just the idea, got 3 ideas kind of wrapped into one. This whole idea is about being strong. How do I stay strong? At this point in my life, I'm thinking about that more and more. Stay strong. Now, I'm not just talking about physical. I'm talking about mental, emotional, and spiritual. How do I stay strong as I'm getting older? How do you stay strong as you're going through things? And the great thing is, the more things you go through, the stronger you should be getting. But let's look at this idea of staying strong. You got to get strong to stay strong. Getting strong means you're going to go through challenges. It's going to mean you're going to push yourself. It means things are going to push you and challenge you. It's going to mean that things become too hard for you sometimes, because you never get stronger unless you're going against things that are, wear you out, get too hard for you. All right, the number one thing, how am I going to stay strong? I think this can transfer to you if you're interested. Number one, I have to have a focus. If there's anything that I'm guilty of, it's living moment to moment and day by day without having that long-term focus that's out there. That's a weakness in my life. So that's something I have to not only recognize, but I have to compensate for and make an adjustment to. So if I want to be able to run a mile and not feel like I'm dying, I need to have that focus. Okay, if I want to have $10,000 in the bank, I need to have that focus and realize I can't just go out to spend money on just some little snack here and there all the time. All right, so no matter what it is, if I want to be emotionally strong, I gotta have that focus. I need to learn not to lose my temper. I need to learn not to let sadness overcome me, whatever it may be for you or for me. These are focuses, okay? I need to have a focus. If I don't have a focus, I'm not gonna be strong at all. I'm not gonna be able to stay strong. So, and you can't focus on everything in life. So, what is 1 or 2 areas where you need to focus on? Number 2, once you have that focus, you have to believe. You actually have to believe that you're able to do that. Now, you and yourself may doubt yourself. Like, I can never run a mile or 2 miles. But what you need to do is begin to believe that you can get there, and or then surround yourself with people who believe in you and who might push you a little bit, might encourage you. You have some guys around you. Man, you need to have some guys that have some belief in you, that sometimes they believe more in you than you do in yourself. I had a couple guys that my good friends Jim and Sioux City, and they're encouraging me on my deadlift, and they encouraged me in a way I didn't even know. I did a set, I went out, I'm doing a heavy single, went out, took a break, came back into the room, and both Sean and Brandon are like, "Come on, Doug, you can do it," and they're all that kind of thing. They're across the room. I was like, "Man, I'm gonna do this," and I went and I pulled the deadlift up, and man, it felt so heavy, like heavier than it should have been. And I was like, "No way, I'm gonna fail on this right in front of them." But I was also shocked and wanting to kind of give up in my head, because I didn't expect it to be that heavy, and now I was discouraged. Because I thought it should go easier. And anyway, I was like, "Man, I'm gonna finish this, I don't care what." So I finished the rep and I set the weight down, and I was like, "Man, guys, that felt heavier than I thought." And they just started laughing. Well, when I was out of the room, Brandon went over and he switched the weights on me, and he added like 30 extra pounds to it that I wasn't expecting. And here I had done quite a bit more in my head than I even thought I was going to do that day. And I did it. They encouraged me. They believed in me when I didn't necessarily believe in myself. So that was awesome. So you got to have a focus, and you need to really believe, though, I can go through my life, and I can not lose my temper as much. I can control it. Or I don't have to let sadness or anxiety direct me. Emotionally, I'm going to control those things. Like, I'm going to get strong, I'm going to have more strength there. Or physically, whatever it may be, spiritually. So then the last thing you need to have is you need to have identity. You need to have the idea of who you are, not what you are. You see, your what's changed. Sometimes you might be in a marriage and you're a husband, and then you're divorced, and now you're not husband anymore, right? Or sometimes you may have a certain job or career, and you're that certain thing, and then all of a sudden you're not. So you can't judge your identity on your what's, but who you are never changes. Even when the what things in your life change, who you are never changes. And so you need to know who you are. So for me, I want to be able to run a mile without feeling like I'm dying. Why is that important to me, to who I am? Because I want to be able, as Doug Bryce, to live a quality life as I get older. I want to be relatively strong, and I want to be relatively fit, so I can continue to have an active life that I can accomplish things in, for the Lord and for myself and for my family. And so as who I am, those things are important to me. So I need to be grounded in who I am so I can accomplish these things. So real quick, you got to have a focus, and you need to reorient yourself to that focus every so often. You need to actually believe that you can do it. And you know what? Sometimes your belief will be challenged. Like, you'll doubt yourself. So get people around you who believe in you, and allow them to step on your toes and to push you a little bit. Number 3, you need to never lose a sense of who I am. And ultimately, who I am is grounded in how God sees me. God sees me as his son, not perfect, but he's loved, and someone who seeks to desire him and honor him. And so that's important in my life. And then who I am as these other things. I want my life towards my family, towards finances, towards emotional health, towards mental health, towards spiritual strength, things like that. Let me give you one other caveat here. Maybe we'll talk about this in another video. A lot of mental health issues are broken hearts, are deep sadnesses over traumas and things in life. And you can't heal them with a pill. You can't heal broken emotions with a pill. We'll talk about that another time. All right, how do I stay strong? You have a focus. You actually believe you can do it, and you never lose the center